Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool. City lights shining so bright. Fine dining lights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless reading but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. What's up, Stanley Cross? Yeah, Stanley Cross, man. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you. But today's topic is, does she want your heart or your money? Does she want your heart or your money? Listen, today's women, they don't give a if you can't pay her bills, she's getting rid of you, nigga. I don't care how many times you tell I love you. I don't care how I love you forever. You can tell I'm gonna get you this big old heart. You can tell all you want to. If her bills, if you're not paying her bills, she's gonna get another man that's gonna pay her bills. Women are not looking for love. They looking for motherfuckers that take care of them. And that's the fact. That is the fact of life right now. These women do not care about you having feelings. Oh, baby, I missed you. And you're my everything. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. And I got some videos I'm finna play, and y'all finna see. We finna, everybody, anybody want to come, hi, Mella. Take the time to look and see if your title is grammatically correct. Does she want your heart or your money? Oh, it's all good. It's understandable though, Mella. Mella, you always come up here like you're an English teacher. You picked the long right away. You should be an English teacher, Mella, instead of a heartbreaker. Yeah, Mella, you should have been an English teacher instead of a heartbreaker. That's all you are. You're a heartbreaker. Let's go to this video. Let's get started.
Check you out. What are we talking about? Thought we're going out. Come on, you look good to me. Let's go.
No, I don't look good.
You look good. Come on, Ray.
I don't look good to myself. I want my hair and my nails done.
Why you got them done? We just met.
I don't care if we met today. That's your job. You want
How much is it?
$250.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. We have a video today from the channel Is She Loyal? The link will obviously be in the description. But listen, let me tell you something, fellas. There's an epidemic going around. Epidemic of gold diggers. The only thing left to do is to save yourselves. That's how they be sounding in those war movies. Save yourself. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
I'm on a date and it's like the bill came. The bill didn't come. He asked for the bill, and in French he said 2 bills. And then so they came, and I was like, if someone says, I want to take you out, then I want to be taken out, which means to me to pay and whatever. So we did that. I paid and it's fine. And then after I was honest and I just said it, like, I don't know. Cause I said like, yeah, I thought you were going to take me out. And like, to me, that means pay. And then suddenly his English wasn't so good anymore. when he was like, I don't understand what you mean. I was honest and like, whatever. What else do I have to lose? I just want to be honest because there's a way that I want to be treated. And like, I might as well just tell someone, like, what else do I have to lose? I don't know. And then like afterwards, he was like, next time I'll pay. Like unprompted, he said that after we were having another conversation. I said, okay. And then he said, are you free this week? And I said, yeah. And then I texted him after and I'm like, I had a nice time, thanks. And then he read it and didn't respond. And it's like, okay, I don't know. Like, I'm just tired of... I'm happy I was honest. But like...
And that's what these women want. They think they're entitled. See, this is what women don't understand. Feminism, they've been screaming it so loud. I'm independent. I don't need a man. I'm a boss bitch. I'm this. I'm that. The men are hearing this. Men are listening. See, and that's what women don't understand. We're in the age of information where everything's online. Everybody can hear everything you say clearly. And so when he asks her out on a date, he's under the impression, oh, she's under feminism. This is what the women talk about. They want their equality. They want to compete with men. They want to have the same rights, blah, 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 blah. And so he made her dreams come true. And they said, when the bill came, he said, split that bill. I'll need 2 bills. And she started, what you mean 2 bills? I got to pay? Well, you were screaming equality. You were screaming, I get my own money. I don't need a man. So men are taking y'all up on y'all offer. We're taking you up on the religion and the ideology you guys are preaching. I can pay my own bills. I don't need a man. Okay, so we both go out to dinner. We're going. You're going to pay you what you eat. I'm going to pay what I ate. So Ruthless, you think these silly young ladies have read feminist authors? Have you? No, I don't think so, Stanley Cross. I think women hear it, right? Their moms, the girlfriends, and the girlfriends tell them about, oh yeah, this guy, he took me out, he paid for this. And so the women that see this, the other women do this, and hear that other women do this, they feel entitled, right, to the same privilege. And so they're following the same format. Understand that the idol of women is men are supposed to be providers and take care of everything. But what they don't understand, Stanley, is feminism, it deactivate that. That's what feminism really does. Men, we still let them get away with it. In large, we still pay for the dates. We still do it because, all right, they don't know what they're talking about. So what your mother teaches feminine, yeah, and a lot of these women, yes, equality. They want to have equal rights, equal privilege. You know what I mean? That's what the mothers have taught their daughters. Girl, get your career, girl. Make sure you get your own money. Never depend on a man. Equality, we're equal. Empowerment. Mothers and fathers, for this part, Stanley, they preach women empowerment, which is feminism, right? Which also is a lot of women's ideology. So this is why the men are hearing this. The men hear this, especially online, sprinkle, right? And the men are saying, okay, a lot of men are starting to say to the women, you got to pay your own bill. When you go eat, pay that.
Like, I just like want a fucking gentleman.
Listen. Listen.
They teach their sons, Stanley. They teach their sons to take care, be a provider, be a protector, pull out chairs, open doors for women. So men are taught to acquiesce to women. Right? That's what we're taught. That's what we're taught. We're taught to please the woman, make her happy. That's pretty much what we're taught. Women are taught to be independent of us. We're taught to take care of them. They're taught to take care of themselves, but still use men. Yes, they're see what you say, Ken? Women empowerment is not necessarily feminism. No, actually, Christianity does not promote women empowerment. Number one, right? Number two, feminism and women empowerment run the leg race, right? They're in the same room. They're in the same room, Stanley. So, women empowerment means is the same thing as saying you're independent, you're equal, right? The same thing, right? Feminism is the driving force of women empowerment. That's better said. Yeah, feminism empowers women. It gives them the sense of empowerment. Yeah, that's what feminism is. So it's the driving force.
I do I do feel sorry for her. I'm not gonna lie, but this is what feminism has caused. This is what feminism has caused. Y'all want equality? This is it. This isn't even full equality. Y'all have just a fraction of what men are going through, and y'all can't take it. She's crying over that. The meal was what, like $24? Can you imagine that? You're crying over $24. I've gone out on terrible dates and spent $70, $80. Men have been doing this for decades, centuries. And she's crying because, come on, man. You had gentlemen. And you have gentlemen. There are still a lot of men who would take care of her and do all the mushy things that she sees in these Disney movies. But she doesn't want those men. If you don't want those men, it is what it is. You get what you get.
Oh man, where you going?
I'm gonna go in the store. You said you was taking me shopping.
Come on, I was gonna take you shopping, but not no Louis Vuitton.
This is where I want to go shopping at. Where else you thought this gonna go?
Man, come on, Forever 21. What you on? I'm not gonna take you to Louis Vuitton.
21, boy, I'm not no Forever 21 ass.
Come on, man. You tripping, man. We going to Forever 21, dude. Come on, dude. I haven't even been knowing you for that long. This is our second date, dude. You tripping,
so if you want to date me, you need to be able to keep up.
Come on, listen. I'm not gonna take you to no Louis Vuitton, bro. This is second date, bro. I said I was gonna take you shopping Forever 21. That's the only place we going.
I'm not gonna shop at no.
Well then, hey, listen. We not going to no Louis Vuitton. No, I'm good, bro.
I don't want to talk to
Listen, I'm not even gonna be arguing with you in the mall like you tripping. I'm gone, bro. Yeah, I'm gone because your ass tripping. Man, you tripping, bro. Hell no, bro. Man, but yeah, whatever.
Let me tell you something.
Second date. She want a Louis Vuitton bag. Matter of fact, I would never take a woman shopping on the second date if I just known her for that. Now, if it was I've known her for like a few months, like 6-7 months, a year, and then we going on our second date, and I want to take her, get her, buy her an item or two, but I still ain't gonna take her shopping. But I'm not gonna plan to take her shopping. I don't plan to take women shopping knowing about the second date. We're gonna get something to eat. Now, if we're going to a mall, we're walking, I might, if they're cool, I might get them like a purse, a Coach purse, something, but it won't be no Louis Vuitton, it won't be no designer. But this woman feels entitled. He said he's gonna take her shopping, which is very, very nice, man. And she's not even a bad bitch. But I see what he's doing, right? My man he's not trying to be so superficial for as the woman, right? He's trying to get she's like a 4. I give her a 4. So he's figured, okay, I give me a 4, treat her halfway decent, and I have me a woman that's gonna be loyal. Because he probably figured because he's not a bad looking dude, so he probably figured the bad bitches they just too much. But we see here a woman who's not even a bad bitch. She's thinking, he said, I'm gonna take you shopping. She said, okay. He didn't say that about no Louis Vuitton. But she already had in her mind, yeah, I'm gonna get this Louis bag. Right? And these are the way women operate out here. They feel entitled, that they deserve. And then she said to him, I'm not going to be with no man who can't provide for me like I want to. And this was happening to Kai Cenat. That's what happened to Kai Cenat. He told her no on a G-Wagon and a Birkin bag. And so she said, okay, if you're not going to treat me the way I feel you should treat me, I'm going to leave you. And this is how women are pushing the line out here. If you want a relationship with them, they are going to want you to treat them like they feel they should be treated. If a man says, look, I'm going to treat you like this, she going to be like, and it ain't aligning with what she wants. She's like, oh, no. I want this over here. Gigi and Shania has only been together a year. And she went for 500 bands. Oh, and then if that ain't fucking crazy, I don't know what crazy is. A year? I don't care if I had $1 billion. If I'm dating a woman for a year, I'm not going to get in a G-Wagon. You know what I mean? G-Wagon is for, like, if she had to prove she wifey material. Like, we've been together like 3-4 years. She got a kid. She got a kid, and she's been all that in a bag of chips. Then I might look at the G-Wagon. If I have $1 billion, even not 500,000, I might look at the G-Wagon. 300 million, 100 million, 50 million, I'll look at the G-Wagon, right? But it depends all on how she treats me, right? Not just because you're a bad bitch, not because but have you been a good girlfriend? Have you been very, on point? But enough of that. This is the problem with the talking point of don't lead with your wallet. What men need to understand is women are already grafting the things they want in their head. They know exactly how much money they want the man to spend on them. They know exactly what restaurants that they should be going. They know these things. And if the man does not line them up with, the place they think they should be going, then they're going to reject the date. And this is brand new. It's okay if the kid is another man's after 3 years. It's okay if the kid is another man's. I understand that question, Stanley. It's okay if the kid is another man's after 3 years? No. If she has my kid, if we have a kid, no. If she's a baby, if she's coming in with a kid, right? And I most likely won't be looking to wife her. But let's just say hypothetically, Mr. Stanley, if she comes in and we're together like 3 years and our chemistry is off the charts, as long as they're my kids, yeah, Stanley, as long as they're my kids. But if they're not my kids, then I don't know if I would take her seriously if she has other kids, a kid by another man. You know what I mean? But if she has a kid by another man, she might not get that G-Wagon. She might, but if she has my kid, and we happen to have a kid in the 3 years that we've been together, and she's been cooperative, and she's been, the best woman I could possibly ask her to be, just the free things, and I got 50 million, I get a G-Wagon. Is she my woman? And have my kid and all that. The kid, she has to have the kid, though. She has to have the kid. Okay, I'll drop the link right now, Stanley. Oh, Stanley want to come? Stanley, stop. All right, let me see. Yeah, but yeah, if she's, my woman for 3 years and we've been getting along and she has a kid by me, then I consider a G-Wagon. G-Wagon is $250,000 to start. That's starting. Don't let it be custom made and all that shit. But I don't know though. I don't know, man. But that is going to be. I've had a girl asked me for a G-Wagon before. And I told her no. And she still wants to talk to me, but I told her, no, I'm good. Yeah, these women have no problem with asking you for shit that they don't deserve, but they think they deserve it though. And that's the problem, gentlemen, is they think they're entitled to this shit. And they don't think they have to do anything to earn it. They don't think they need to show you how great of a girlfriend they are. None of that. None of women are saying now, in 2026, they don't want to pretend anymore like they like you. They feel you owe them this because they're a girl and that a man should be ready to take care of them the way they feel they need to be taken care of. And this is a problem for men because men, that's not how we're wired. Welcome to the show, Stanley Cross.
I have one point about the kids before marriage thing.
Yeah.
You don't think basically tying a woman to you permanently is empowering her? I mean, she has a claim.
Okay, so I need to understand your question. So you're asking, ask it again?
Well, if you meet a woman,
right,
and she doesn't have kids, but in the 3 years you're talking about, y'all do have kids. But remember, my question was having kids before you're actually married to her.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay? Well, the thing is if you give her kids, it's literally empowering her. She has a claim over you.
I wouldn't say she has a claim.
Oh,
but she does have a skin in a game. I'll give you that, right? But still,
break up, she's gonna take you to court for child support. That child
support
is empowerment.
That's not empowerment. That's no problem. We ain't even got to go to child support because I'm going to give her all for she.
Mm-hmm. But you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I see where you're going. But I'm a co-parented already for all my life, right? So I'm already very
well. Well, let's not just talk about you though, because I mean you're a content creator. You're in essence giving advice.
Yes. So what I'm saying is this: in Kash and I position, right? If I got 100, 300 million in my account, and I've been the girl, you can consider a G-Wagon, which is $250,000 to start, and if it's custom made, it's more. Number one, we're gonna have 100% gonna have to have a kid. That's the minimum. A kid and get along, not just a kid and get along. If she had my kid and we don't get along, then she just gets a little child support check I'm gonna give her. You know what I'm saying? For the child, and that's it. But if we get along and she has been on her best behavior, you know what I mean? She's not controversial. She's very pleasurable when we're around each other. Then, I might consider the G-Wagon, right? I look at that as that would be the gift for one, having my child, which is very important to me because it's my legacy, right? And there is no amount of money for that. So $250,000, I would see, and her being cooperative and we having an extraordinary connection that's pleasurable, that would be, G-Wagon might be on its way. It'll be on its way.
Okay. Well, this is actually this G-Wagon thing. I assume, is that a Mercedes or something?
Yeah, it's a Mercedes Jeep. It's like a Jeep, Mercedes Jeep.
Yeah, they're not that big. I don't know why that.
Well, they got big ones. But it depends on which one you get. You got different models.
I'm sure they do. But where I'm going with this, I kind of get where you're going. You're in a way different tax bracket than me. If someone is nice to you and they give you a child and you can buy them a $250,000 car, That's where the disconnect is. I'm just a normal
Well,
black
but that's
man.
why I put it. That's why I put the 500. If I have 100,
So
100
you
million,
live under different rules.
yeah, right. Because a quarter million is like 2,500 at that point, right? So that would be
No,
like a
it's
problem.
250,000.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, yeah, it would be to a guy who has 300 plus million. It'd be like 200. It'd be
Well,
like
you were
250.
that
It'd be like
guy,
2,500,
I salute you.
huh?
If you got that kind of money, you were living under a different set of rules than us normal
No, I
men.
mean, not really. I'm not really living under a different set of rules because women can still divorce me. Women can still actually, I think I am more of a target than you guys are. I think
Probably.
having a lot of money is a curse and a blessing.
Hmm.
It's the blessing is you get to have pretty much what you want, right? On a material level, but you can't
Well,
buy love.
pretty much, as long as your needs are more like material needs. There's
But I'm
some
saying,
things money can't buy.
well, yeah, but I'm right. But I'm saying you can't buy love,
Hmm.
can't buy loyalty, you can't buy a connection.
Hmm.
So that's the curse. That's the curse of having a lot of money. You now become
Understood.
more single material when
Mhm.
you're rich than when you're poor. When you're average, you're better off being average. You have a better chance of getting married
Hmm.
because at least every woman wants something from a man, understandably. But at least if you figure if you're making 60K a year, 70K a year, right, and you got your shit together, the woman that you're going to pick
Does
pretty
a
much.
hundred does 100K make a difference?
No,
I
that's
mean,
the same.
now
Now,
when I say 100K, I'm talking about I live, in Georgia,
yeah.
not too far outside of Atlanta, but I'm originally from Savannah.
Mm.
100K down there, you'll be doing okay.
Yeah. 100K, anything between
Where's the
60.
limit? I guess where do you have to start worrying about women being like, where does a young black man, I got a 19-year-old, for instance,
Yeah.
where does it become, hey, I make over a certain amount, I need to start worrying about what these women are doing?
Well, that's from the beginning. As soon as you graduate high school,
Interesting.
because let me tell you right now, the women are dumping men straight out. High. Look, because here's the part about graduation. Graduation, when everybody finally going to graduate, they all celebrating. You know that. Hey, I'm so happy for you, right?
Hmm.
But then a lot of them don't tell you their parents, right? A lot of them. What's up, Ote? A lot of them don't tell you that their parents had that sit down talk with them and say, "Oh yeah, you got to pay your bills now, right?" That's when they start crying, right? That's when the tears, the happiness turns to sadness, right? Just for women. This is for women. And what's up, OTA? But this is also a bad thing for the men, right? Who got the cute girl in high school that they've been together for maybe a year, maybe 2 years, right?
Hmm.
He's getting dumped. He's 100% getting dumped. 100%. That's a guarantee. She's gonna, and 99% of women are gonna do the dumping. Because why? They got to start paying them bills. Once they start paying the bills, right? And they figure out their boyfriends can't keep up. Their boyfriends can't keep up their bills. They're going to start. Their hypergamous nature is going to kick in, right? And they're going to tell their boyfriend, "Hey, we've grown apart, or we're going different paths, or I want to see what's out there." Because women are hypergamous, they're going to look for someone who's established. By this is the way they are, right? It's the way they're wired. So that's why a lot of women go after older men or guys who are rappers, athletes, right? People who are young and rich. Or they're going after old and established. That's where women are going after. That's their primitive nature. So therefore, when your son turned 18, life with women will become very, very, in 2026, very difficult. He will become, once he enters 18, he's going to have to be single for a long time.
You mean single as in no girlfriend, or single? I mean, what does single mean? Not married?
Well, to me,
See, I kind of, I'm an old man,
Mhm.
so I tend to think a little bit differently. Single to me means not married.
Well, we'll say a companion, right? You'll be without a companion because women have evolved into money machines, right? They're vacuum cleaners, and they are. And this is what you just saw in the video I just showed, right? I showed you in this video right here. Right, he took her on a second date, and she's running to the Louis Vuitton store after the second date, and he said, "I don't even know you like that." She said, "Well," she told him, "Well, you need to be able to keep up."
I told a story the other day. I was just a young naval officer, and I had a girlfriend she was a waitress in a deli, and I didn't really know anybody, but we wound up dating maybe a year or so. And she did that, hey, if you're my man, you're gonna spend some money on me. And I laughed when she told me that, and I go, okay, well, I guess I won't be your man long. And that was the end of it.
But that's what she told you that?
Did that.
She told you that, Stanley?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is nothing new then.
My response was, I won't be your man long, but we wound up dating for quite some time after that.
Yeah, but this is a different era now, right? Stanley, and this is women are becoming. Let's look at this video real quick. Watch this.
I'm gonna go on the store. You said it's taking you shopping.
Come on, I was gonna take you shopping, but not no Louis Vuitton.
This is where I want to go shopping at. Where else is over this gonna go?
Man, come on, Forever 21. What you want? I'm not gonna take you some Louis Vuitton.
Boy, I'm not no Forever 21 ass.
Come on, man, you tripping, man. We going to Forever 21, dude. Come on, dude. I haven't even been knowing you for that long. This is our second date, dude. You tripping,
but if you want to date me, you need to be able to keep up.
Come on, listen. I'm not gonna take you to no Louis Vuitton, bro. This is second date, bro. I said I was gonna take you shopping Forever 21. That's the only place we going.
I'm not gonna shop at no.
Well then, hey, listen. We not going to no Louis Vuitton. No, I'm good, bro.
I don't want to talk to
Listen, I'm not even gonna be arguing with you in the mall.
So, this woman, who obviously came to the mall with expectations, he said, "I'm gonna take you shopping," but he's probably thinking more like around Forever 21, which is pretty price reasonable, right? It's pretty like you get a shirt for like $30, pants for $25. You know what I mean? Pretty reasonable. He's probably planning to spend like $200 on her. And that's a lot to me for a second date, right? And this chick, she runs straight to Louis Vuitton store. He said, "What are you going over there for?" She said, "Where you thought we was going to go," right? She was telling this man, dictating to this man, or at least trying to dictate to him that this is where you need to take me. When you say you're going to take me shopping, don't be talking about no Forever 21. You need to be talking about designer. And what you want to say?
Well, Louis Vuitton is that still designer? Let me just give me about 2 minutes here. There are a lot of things. You don't think this video is staged?
No. Women do this all the time. Women are doing this women are talking about, my name is Cash App. Listen, these women out here are for real. Stanley, these women are this new modern woman.
But
telling you,
let me ask you a question though. Look at how he's dressed. Number one, why are you even going shopping on a second date? What man does that?
Because
this dude is dressed in a wife beater and what looks like a.
Let me tell you, Stanley.
Why would you go dressed like that on a date for starters?
Because he's obviously a country boy, they're probably at least like this. This is South, right? So they probably
Is
dress like
that
that
what
over
it
there.
is?
Yeah, that's how they dress over there, right?
Oh, dude, I'm from the South too, born and raised. I know not to
Yeah,
be
but
wearing.
so some of them real country. Though. Some of them real country though, right? You're probably not as country.
She's wearing like a pair of cheap
Yeah.
pink sweats. Probably says
But
juicy.
look,
on
but,
the
but,
back. Why
but
are y'all
look how
why are y'all even at the mall?
Stanley. But look how she's talking to him though.
Look, I'm looking at how she's dressed.
Forget
Let
that.
me just say this. Let me just say this.
Mm.
She is talking like she is dressed.
You
I
think
wouldn't
so?
expect anything better from a woman on a date dressed like that.
But the point is, he's
She's
already offered her.
disrespecting him by being in sweats on a date.
Well, this is what you call. This is probably a. So they probably went on a dinner date already, right? And then, they probably had sex already, obviously. And then she might have that. She might have some good coochie. And he probably like, look. She was probably talking to him, pillow talking. Oh, I need some this. I need some. Right? I just need a little food, Mom. My this shit. Well, he said, I'll take you get you a little some at the mall. And he's thinking, Forever 21, Aeropostale, discount stores. And but in her mind, her whole time, she wanted a Louis Vuitton purse, but she didn't really want to say something at first because she figured if I say that, he probably gonna say no. So she figured when you get to the mall, I'm just gonna walk to a Louis Vuitton store and let him know, well, this is what I want. So there definitely was a miscommunication. So bottom line is, once he said no, she should say, okay, cool. Let's go. I'll get whatever you get me, right? That would be I would have gave her a pass. He would say, oh, no problem. I just want to go. Can we just go in here and look? You know what I mean? But she was like, no, you're going to go. You need to keep up. And
Yeah,
this how
but
these
the problem is if they go look, to me, Louis Vuitton is ghetto.
No, it's not.
Everybody in
No,
the
it's not.
hood has Louis
No, it's
Vuitton
not.
for
No, it's
starters.
not.
But
No, it's
number
not.
two, you
No,
go
it's
in, yeah, it
No,
is.
it costs
And
one pair of pants.
okay,
for a
I
pair
don't
of pants.
care what it costs. See, cost isn't what I'm talking about.
That's
I'm
what it's
making
all
a
about, though.
brand analysis.
No. So we talked. Wait a minute. Designer, right, is very expensive. That's what separates it from normal clothing. It's all material, right?
Okay, well, let me tell you what separates it from normal clothes. If you can go to New York City and get a fake, it's ghetto.
Yeah, but the point is they're at the Louis Vuitton store.
Right. And I am
so
saying, number
that-
one, why would you even want Louis Vuitton? Maybe
Because-
that's her problem. And number two, if you go into a designer store, supposedly dressed like that, dude, they're gonna follow you all over there. Y'all are literally dressed like you just came from wherever your hood is. Dude, she's not dressed properly. He literally is wearing a white beater.
Stanley, do you see what I got on?
Yeah, but you're not on a date.
No, I'm saying, do you see what I got on though?
Yeah.
Okay, this is very expensive clothing, right? Versace is cheaper. I do have Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton is probably the fourth or most expensive brand you're gonna get. Okay, that is top of line. Louis Vuitton is top of line. Yes, it is. It is. Louis Vuitton is Louis
Top
Vuitton
of line
Prada.
for whom though? For
Who?
Because
For-
everybody has their taste.
For the rich people, Louis Vuitton is top of line. You know what I mean? I shop in designer malls. You see all white people, Asian
Okay,
people.
well, I
all
don't go
these
to
people-
malls to shop for starters.
No,
Rich
that's
people
your
don't
problem.
go to malls.
You need to come out your cave sometime, Stanley.
No, what you need to do is understand that being rich does not give you class.
No. That's not the conversation I'm having.
Louis Vuitton,
Yeah,
anybody
Louis-
can go into the mall
No,
and get
anybody can't get Louis Vuitton.
I'm afraid
Everybody can't
anybody
afford
can
Louis
go in. You can steal it.
No, you can't. You can't steal it. You can't steal it.
All right,
try to steal
I'm not going to argue over Louis Vuitton, but
No, I'm
to
just making the
me,
point is When I'm making a point is Louis Vuitton, you're going to walk out spending average, right? If you get a hat, you're going to spend between $750, $800 for a hat, right? For
So
a belt,
what?
that's a lot. So what? The average person got that kind of money. A purse, a female purse, she's going there for a purse. Purse start between, you're going to be $1,200 to as much as $10,000, right? Chanel's even more, right? But what I'm saying is
Let me put it to you this way. If I can see it in a rap video, it's ghetto.
No, you're wrong. Rappers make a lot of money. Rappers get a lot of money. They get
Maybe
access to a lot.
I don't give a shit what rappers make.
Well, so
And maybe
you-
it's just my 60.
but you
Look,
have-
I'm 60. Maybe I don't see it the same way.
Stanley, you have to respect that rappers, the average
No, I
rapper,
don't.
I'm talking about
I
for
don't
money.
have to respect. I
You have
don't
to-
have to, dude. I don't have to
Okay,
respect
okay,
them
okay.
or their money.
Okay, you have to acknowledge that they run into over $1 million as a rapper, average.
I have to
So-
also accept that a lot of rappers get killed for
Okay,
no
that's-
particular reason at all.
Okay,
It's
Right,
a
but you-
dangerous. It's a dangerous profession.
you're giving it. I'm not asking you to take the career. I'm not asking you to sit in your study. I'm not asking you none of that, right?
All right.
All I'm
understood,
saying is
understood.
we can acknowledge their income level is astronomical. They're in the 15% of people automatically.
So, well,
So
see,
my point is,
you and I just differ on that.
Study. What that means is they can afford and they can shop at designer places which rich people shop at, which is Louis Vuitton.
Okay,
Prada,
rich people
Burberry.
don't go to the Louis Vuitton
Yes, they
store.
do. Yes, they do. What you
No,
talking
they
about?
don't.
How you know you never go?
Because why would I go to a mall?
That's my point, Stanley. So you would know who goes in there now. You're not there to see
Okay,
it.
no, what I do know is that, if you want Louis Vuitton and you're rich, you send a personal shopper. You don't go there yourself.
No, there's rich people that like to go. Some people like to like
Okay, well then
There's
they
Stanley.
are rich, but they're not fancy.
Stanley, let me tell you something. There's a mall out here in where I'm at, right? It's called South Coast Plaza. Have you heard of that?
No.
So South Coast Plaza is a very prestigious mall. When you go in, they got water. They got a waterfall. It's ambiance. They have nice restaurants with all the designer malls. It looks really nice. It's a great. People like to go out, and part of going out when they're married or in a relationship or even with friends, they want to go out and shop and eat, do things like that. When you go to this mall, it is breathtaking, right? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna do a live on this channel at that mall. It is one of the best malls in the United States. It is very beautiful. And there are a lot of rich people in there. You see celebrities, everybody in there. Very CEOs, doctors, lawyers, all of them in there shopping. I'm trying to tell you. And you know who shop designer more than anybody? More than any race? Asian. Asians are the top. Asians are the number one designer grabbers of all. When I'm in there, it's like a million Asians and everybody else. I'm like, God dang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're buying up from Cartier to
Now they're buying it up to send back to their relatives overseas.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, but that's still a lot of money for a Cartier watch. I got Cartier glasses. I got
Look,
Cartier watch. I got Cartier.
I understand all that, but let me tell you, look, I disagree with you. Now, maybe the younger people do that sort of stuff.
No, the older people, no young people, no young people in the mall standing in them type of malls.
Well, I have a different experience with rich people, apparently.
Listen, when you go to the designer malls, 95 to 98% of people in there are 35 and over. Period. And you only see a lot of young people with their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Every blue moon, you see a young, but everybody there is over 35. All the old money niggas in there buying, and some of them there to buy designers, some of them in there buy they got watches, right, Stanley, that are $8 to $1 million, $250,000. They're $1 million watches, right? You got dudes going there buying $1 million watches. You got dudes going there and buying you got the quiet luxury brand, right? You got different brands in there that you can't, but they're like for one shirt is like $6,000. So these people in there are this is status. When you get luxury brand, it gives you status. It does. Because when you don't see people, yeah, you can get some fake brands, but but you're not going to be able to get the something brands you can't get. Because guess what, Stanley? It feels better when you go in and pay the original price for it. It just feels better. And you walk around there. I put it all on my page. Go on my Instagram.
Let me tell you what feels even better than that.
Mm.
When you actually can bring a tailor over and they do it from scratch. Dude, buying shit off the rack for $6,000. No.
So
those are richer than me people.
So people like to get outside, right?
Dude, if you can't have your clothes tailored, and sometimes you can go into a store and get it tailored, so I give you that. But
yeah, you go in the store and get it. Rich
people don't go to malls.
Yes, they do. They go to South Coast Plaza. They don't go to.
Okay, I'm talking. Maybe your definition of rich.
Let me help you out.
Maybe your definition of rich is different than mine.
Let me tell you something, Stanley. In South Coast Plaza, right? They got a Louis Vuitton store, right?
So
there's a Louis Vuitton store, and it's appointment only. You can't get in unless you got an appointment. And rich people go in there. It's at the top of the mall, right? It's isolated. Dudes go in there and drop 100 bands, 200 bands, quarter mile more in there, and it's an appointment only. They get the whole store. Nobody's allowed in.
What's a band? Can you help me? What's a band? Is that 1,000?
So they go in there and spend a quarter. They go into Louis Vuitton spending $250,000 or more.
And you know what? Rich people don't do that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They the only one can do it. They're the only one can do it.
Okay.
Listen, you got Cam Newton's worth over 200 million, right? You got a lot of football players that are worth $50+ million.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got NBA players. Then you got baseball players. Then you got CEOs. Then you got business owners, Walmart owners, right? You got all these people, and they love to get outside, and they love to. The doctors tell them get out, exercise, and part of the exercise program is going to
go to the mall.
Yeah, because it's restaurants. There is not all the time. I'll give you this, Stanley Cross, to make your point a little valid. Not all of them go there to shop food, clothes. Some of them go there to eat brunches with their friends. You know what I mean? And talk about gossip, whatever they want to do. These really expensive restaurants in there that's around the mall. Oh, it's really nice. I've taken quite a few people there on dates and business meetings and closed a few deals. Yeah, they're just some of the best restaurants in the world there. So once again, a designer mall is not just there shopping clothes. You're there closing a lot of business deals are done there. A lot of families go there to get out, especially on the weekends. That's why the mall is the busiest place on the weekends, because a lot of people, they want to get out the fucking house. They don't want to be in the house all day. I want to go out, and they got all this money, right? They got all these millions of dollars. They don't want to be sitting up in the house and just looking around, and you can only look at yourself, what you got so much. That's why, the designer. If the rich people weren't shopping designers would be out of business tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you that, because poor people and middle class people can't afford a designer on a consistent basis. They can't. A guy making $100,000 a year, $60,000 a year, $70,000 cannot afford to go to the designer mall, but once or twice a year. They would be out of business.
If you say so, no.
Yeah, because
here's what it is. Here's the way I see it. If you are, number one, are you really rich if you have to get CTE to make your 200 million? Really rich people, really rich people don't sacrifice their lives to get 200 million. Shout out to the athletes, but most people don't wind up being, major athletes. Not even close.
But what rich people do,
I also, number two, look, a lot of these Louis Vuitton things, those are mass produced. If they're made in a factory, you're spending $100 million or $25,000 on something that it probably didn't even cost like $200 to make.
But rich people don't think like that.
Rich people, then they're not truly rich.
So let me tell you this, right? When you go into designer stores, number one, they cater to you, right? You go, listen, let me show you the experience, the mall experience. Me, I drive my car that I drive is a $150,000 car, right? If I go to find parking, I go to South Coast Plaza, I go to valet parking, right? They park my car for me, I get out, boom, boom. I'm up in there. I go to Louis Vuitton store, I get a salesman who's going to cater to me. I just sit there on the couch. They got couches and long chairs, right? I just sit on the couch and chill. And I'm like, let me sit in here, bring it to me. And then I can either get it there or I can order it. I go to they cater to the rich, right? It's nothing like a regular mall, right? You don't, in a regular mall, you just go in, you just walk into these type of stores. They, hi, sir. They're treating you like you're a king when you walk in there. And that is what rich people like, right? Rich people like to be catered to. They like to be treated high class, like they feel like they're level. And that's the way it goes, Stanley. They don't want to go to a regular mall and be treated like regular people. You go to a regular mall and no valet parking. What the fuck?
Okay. What you don't seem to understand is my point. Rich people don't care about malls.
Yes, they do. They don't want to keep them open.
And dude, you're talking $100 or $200 million. There are people richer than a couple $100 million.
I know that, but I'm saying it's rich extends from.
If you have $200 million in net worth, you're not even in the top.
You're going to South Coast. You're going to South Coast. Nobody, see, the thing about
I don't care about the mall. I'm saying the actual rich people don't go to malls.
Yes, they do, because they know this.
A couple $100 million in 2025.
Now, I will give you this, Danny.
I'm just going to have to tell you, there are like 500, well, who knows how many billionaires by now? A couple $100 million is very well off. But the actual rich people, number one, it's kind of dangerous for them to even go to malls.
No, it's not.
But they don't. Louis,
dude,
no, they're not going to the Louis. Jeff Bezos does not go to the Louis.
Stanley, what are you talking about? The designer mall has the most security.
Okay, I know you are fixated on malls.
No, I'm not. I'm just letting you know what's in there. I'm not fixated. Okay. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. When you go to a designer mall, you got the top best security in the world. You think these white people don't realize that they got some of the most expensive that people would kill for? People will come in and rob that whole mall. No, you know what I mean? People out here waiting to rob them. Man, they got security. Man, you go into South Plaza, you feel so secure. You feel so secure.
Do any black people who go in there wear wife beaters?
No, they don't wear wife beaters. And but he ain't pretending like he's rich. He just got a little money. You can tell he's a hardworking man. He's trying to get her a little Forever 21. That's his budget. His budget's $200-300. And she's thinking.
Let me ask you a question though. And I know I keep interrupting you, but why would he go out on a date looking like this?
Because, this is what they do over there.
Does he not have pride?
That's their style. That's their style. But it doesn't mean, you know what I mean? She didn't care about that. She wanted to go to the Louis Vuitton store.
Well, she shouldn't care about it because she's wearing Walmart pink sweats.
Yeah, she ain't even wearing.
They probably say juicy on the butt.
Yes, but it does not stop her delusion. See, and that's what you have to understand.
Well, there you have a point. I agree with that.
These women are delusional. For her to even run to that store is delusional.
I'm gonna say her man or her date right here is delusional too.
No, he was right on point. Let's go to Forever 21.
Well, I'm saying he's delusional for another reason. Does he think he's going to be treated by respect with respect wearing that?
Obviously he's already had sex with her, take her out on the first date. So
Okay,
she
no,
cool.
no, no, no. I mean, like if he goes into the Louis Vuitton
I mean,
store,
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. If he has,
they're gonna be looking at him like, what? We're
I
gonna
don't know.
follow you so you don't I don't know.
I
There's
don't
such a thing as being, you know, and old black people taught me this when I was a kid. You know, sometimes you should, you know, dress. Sometimes clothes make the man. And wearing a big red baseball cap and a white beater, all he needs is a toothpick, and the outfit would be complete.
I don't know why he wore that. I don't really care. All I'm pointing is this.
I'm gone, bro. Yeah, I'm gone because your ass tripping. Man, you tripping, bro. Hell no, bro. Man, yeah, whatever.
Let me tell you something. This is the entitlement that so many men have to deal with today. The entitlement. He said this is their, let's break this down. This is only their second date. Number 2. And he said that he's going to take her shopping. She didn't even ask for it. So he said he's going to take her shopping. And instead of being grateful, she wants like the top of the top. Mind you, she's dressed like a fitness instructor with some Yeezys on. She has no jewelry, no type of anything. And then she said you need to be able to keep up. Like, women kill me with this. She can't keep up with her own wishes. That's why she needs him to do it. Keep up with what, lady? The $35 that you have. Let's keep it going.
Why are you splitting the check?
Because you're not going home with me.
What are you talking about?
It's our first date. You're not going home with me, so you know what I'm saying?
Why would I go home with you? This is our first date.
I'm paying my half, you paying your half.
But why? You asked me on a date. Why are you inviting me out on a date and now you want to go half? This is our first date.
On a date, and that's exactly why we're going.
You're only changing your mind because I'm not going home with you.
Listen, you can pay for your meal, I pay for mine, and if you want to do another date, we can do another date.
Why would I go on another date with you? So you're really mad that I'm not going home with you. Why would I go home with you? What are we going to go to your house for? What are you going to go for?
We're going to watch Netflix. You know that new Star movie that came out?
Why would I watch Netflix with you? We can go to the theaters. It's right next door. Thank you. I'm not understanding. You're being very, very weird.
I'm being
Just
weird.
go ahead and pay. It's only $30.
I'm going to pay my half, you pay your half.
It's only $30. You're being a cheapskate.
I'm not being cheap.
You're really about to split it.
Yeah.
$15.
Go ahead and pay for it.
See, this is why you can't accept invites with me.
I don't care what anybody said.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, see? So men turn that land of feminism.
So this man, it looked like a TGIF Fridays. Is that what that was?
I don't know what that was.
Okay, well, I saw a little red and white thing on the back of the chair. Let me put it to you this way. And again, this is an old man perspective. Dude, it's worth paying the bill to get the F out of there and end this date.
But
filming it and prolonging it to make some weird internet point. He should have paid the $30 and he should have taken her ass back home and been done with it.
But I think men are making a point. It's not the money.
Men are not being men if they can't solve a problem quickly.
No, let me just say this.
That is essentially he's whining.
So what men are saying, because they don't feel like arguing, they're saying, okay, I'm not going to argue with you about this dumbass ideology that you got. So when we go on a date, I'm going to show you better.
Filming this.
So what he did, because he wanted to show, he wanted to let women know that if you're going to push this feminine ideology of equality, we're here. Listen, men are saying to the women, we're listening. We hear you loud and clear, baby. We hear you. And
who
we're going
filmed that? Did he film it or did she?
I don't know who filmed it, but
okay. Well, my point is
he did.
The woman was on camera. He filmed it, and he should have never done that. He should have just paid the damn $30 and just have been done with it. This is video whining. He's not being a man. He's not being a man. He's being just some little boy.
So once again, right? He doesn't care about that, right? He doesn't care that.
Okay, well, other men do.
What he is doing is proving the point. You're going to pay for your bill.
No, he's not. He's
I'm gonna
proved,
pay for the point.
honestly,
He
Rufus,
proved the
in
point.
all honesty,
See, here's the thing, Stanley. Let me say this: men don't mind taking care of women, but they just don't want to feel used.
okay,
Totally, right?
you don't speak
I'm
for all
gonna finish.
men.
Let me. I'm gonna let you go back. I'm saying this is the way men feel, right? Men don't want to feel like they're being totally used just for their money, right? They don't mind sharing their resources with the woman that they care about, but they want to see some sort of reciprocation. And because of the stories that are out here, women getting free meals, women bragging, sprinkle, the Brittany Reynolds of the world, right? So men are seeing this and they're saying, okay, you know what? If I'm going to indulge into this dating market, I'm going to make these women prove to me that they're not here just for my money. So what I'm going to do is make her pay for her bill. The food she ordered, the food she ate, she's going to pay for it. Waiter, 2 bills, please. Split it. Now, as a woman who preaches equality, and I don't need a man, I'm independent, right? She should have been, okay, no problem. No problem. So bottom line is you don't want to be a traditional woman, but you want to have traditional things applied to you for the benefit. So you can
Let me know when this diatribe is over, please.
Huh? I'm almost
Look,
done. You want to feel
he's
I'm
not
almost
being
done.
a
Like, I'd have been done
traditional
in
man.
5 seconds. I'd have been done in 5 seconds, but you just made it 10 seconds longer.
No, I
What
didn't.
I'm saying is women don't like being traditional women, but they do like to imply traditional things when it benefits them, so that they can feel that the entitlement of what they think they deserve, a man should be to them. And that there is why they're suffering these type of situations.
Okay, do you think the dude filming her was being a traditional man?
No.
Okay, then that's all I need to say. See, it didn't take me much time at all. He is not being a traditional man. He's being a pussy. By even filming this and putting it online,
I don't
he
know if
didn't
you feel
solve a problem. He did not solve a problem. He prolonged it and transferred it to the internet. This could have been a one and done and would only cost him $30.
Stop, but he wanted to make a point.
It is sophomoric. It is what an 11-year-old on his first date would do.
And this is why, this is part men like you, Stanley Cross, who are old fashioned, are disconnected with what's going on. So it's understandably, right? You're already at the finish line. You got your wife, your kids.
My wife died quite some time ago.
So you're not going to be sympathetic to men who feel differently.
No, dude, I have a 19-year-old son. I have a 19-year-old son.
I'm almost finished. But what you're not doing is you're not displaying empathy, right? You're just saying, well, he's a stupid ass.
Okay, you're right about that. You are right about that.
I'm almost done, Stanley. You're displaying your old-fashioned sense of what a man and how a man's supposed to live.
I'm displaying good advice.
Yeah, but your advice doesn't apply to 2026.
Sure it does.
Nobody's gonna
people don't really change that much.
People change. No, life has changed a lot though, right? The way women are have changed, the way the dating style has changed. Everything's changed since you've been.
I don't think any of that has really changed that.
You ain't been on dating market over 40 years.
Okay. And
it's a long time, man.
This is the weird thing. I haven't been on one. Well, it's less time than 40 years. Thank you for being empathetic. Where's your empathy?
I mean, I give give or take a few years. I added maybe 3 years in there, but I'm just saying, right? It's been like 35 years since you did.
All I'm saying is that I don't think people change that much. Human nature doesn't really change that much.
But I do think that the way people are presenting themselves has changed, right?
Yeah.
Women are no longer pretending.
And I think
like
I
they like
understand that point. Look, you and I will agree on women are not doing what they should do, especially, going to TGIF. But you and I kind of disagree on the causes. I don't think that young man, putting some woman, complaining about going Dutch at TGIF, I don't think it's even a lesson to be learned. He should have solved the problem very quickly and not put it out online. She doesn't look like she doesn't look like a pussy. He does. And no, I don't have empathy. I don't even have that much sympathy.
But and this is why the old people and the young, because
I understand where you're going to go with this, so please finish it. I did a show about this with cellulite.
Oh yeah, but older people and younger people are disconnected because, once again, old people are old-fashioned. They've already lived their whole life. They're just set in their ways and things work for them. They don't empathize or sympathize or even give a fuck about, because they already at the finish line. They don't care. I'm on my way out the door.
See, you and I.
What matters is, so what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is
how I see it.
I'm almost finished, Stanley. You keep on. That's why it's taking me longer, because you just jump in there, interject, and I'm trying to get to the finish line.
I do.
All I'm saying is the younger generation.
Do this on my show one day, so I can show you an argument.
The younger generation are speaking through the social media. This is the way it is. This is the new way of communicating. This is the way it's going to be.
Is it the best way?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it absolutely does
matter. Stanley, anything for clout. It might go viral, get some money. Okay, you might get lucky, and 30 million people like your shit, and you get $5,000 into your account, right? So people will do anything for clout. Anything can happen, and they're going to take the risk. They don't care about looking foolish, trying to make a lot of money. They don't care. Just like this is becoming. This is a dog eat dog world, and if he has to make a fool of himself to try to go viral and make some money, he would do it. And you're not paying his bills. You're not paying his bills. You're not sending him any money. So why does he care what we think, right? That's the point.
Okay, well, this is one thing that I will agree that the older generation did not teach their kids, and it's mostly white people who fucking didn't care about that. They taught their kids that clout and money were everything. Your soul is for sale if it gets you money with the clout you build. And there are certain Black people who I wasn't raised that way, and I didn't raise my son to be that way. Enjoy your clout, but some of these fools, if clout is that important, then that little young fool who couldn't pay a $30 bill at a fucking restaurant, guess he has clout. But it couldn't be my 19-year-old. I'd be ashamed if I was his father.
Right.
So
you have to understand that this is how the young generation is communicating, and this is not going to stop. You can
thank God my son isn't like.
The title of my show is "Does She Want Your Heart or Does She Want Your Money?" And it's obviously these young women, the new generation of women, they're going for the juggler when it comes to getting money. They are what the young women doing. They're acting like the men now, right? men when we're young, we're very aggressive in how we go for our money. But on the
Are
lower
we?
level, yeah. So like but this looks different, right? So like for example, but you know my criminal history, right?
No.
I'm very aggressive, right? When it comes to getting money, I'm very aggressive with pistols that come out, right?
Because of your criminal history, or just
Right,
because
right,
you
right.
have
Just by nature, right?
gotcha.
Men,
Is,
we can be
is the quest for money what made you a criminal?
yes, hell yeah. I was about that bad. I only rob banks, so that let you know right there, right? So,
Oh wow.
yeah, I will go up in the bank and make illegal withdrawals. Bitch, get out the way. I'm taking over. So, once again, right? Women are doing the same thing, but it just looks different. Women are now being like men and acting more aggressively and assertive in their quest to get to the thing they want by cutting, you know what I mean? By doing a shortcut by saying, instead of being a lady, making herself be wife material or girlfriend material, so she can try to
But
catch the man.
let me
Gonna do
let
these
me
things
ask
for her.
you a question because
I'm
I
almost finished.
actually okay.
I'm almost finished.
Well, I'm
Just,
agreeing with you to a
so
certain
when,
extent.
yeah, so the women that back then would groom themselves. Their parents, their mom would tell the girl, smile. You know what I mean? All the things that were so they can get them a rich man, a man to do things nice for them. Women would
That's
put on
what
a
women
show.
did. Black women do that too?
Yeah, back in the day, way back in the day, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not in my
Yeah.
experience.
No, they're just now what women are doing in 2026.
Listen
Right?
to what I just said.
They're coming,
I don't
women
think
are
you're
now,
right on that.
now women are coming are saying, hey, I need you to pay my bills. They're not going through the process. They're coming right out the gun. They're coming right out the gate with the gun and shooting it. I need you to pay my bills. Or,
Okay, let
I need
me know when you're done, dude.
I'm done. I'm done.
You are literally confused on a lot of things.
What I'm saying is, let me
you get a lot of things right.
I said one thing. No, I said
confused
one thing. No. I said one thing. Women of yesterday played a role to get the man they wanted. Women of today are forward and straight out. They're cutting all that shit out and coming straight for the jugular.
And I pretty much disagree with that too.
What? You listen to Tom back,
No,
please?
it's literally, dude, you got to inject some subtlety into that argument, some nuance. You're not all wrong, but you're not all right either.
I'm all right.
All right.
All right.
Well, if you think you're 100% right, I can't argue.
The only woman, I'm gonna tell you, the only woman you don't have that you might not have to spend a lot of money on, right? The only woman you can get and maybe not have to spend a lot of money on, and she might spend on you, is a woman with wealthy parents or of great wealth. These are less than 1% of the population. So the chance you get a woman like that
in the black population, no, you're absolutely wrong.
Dude,
I have a 19-year-old.
He
literally graduated from high school.
Let me tell you this. These women that exist are less than 1% of the population.
Disagree.
So getting these women,
you are absolutely wrong on that.
I'm absolutely right when you talk about millionaire women. Western one, it's only 15% of the world.
When we're talking about young people coming out of high school, for instance, call them adults if they're over 18. But
Yes.
now you want to add some nuance without being able to back up that point. Girls who come from wealthy families or well-off families, parents that, hey, you know what? Your boy, the boy you're dating better be worth the shit or, ditch him. How is that even quantifiable in your type of analysis? My point is those girls, and I grew up with those girls. My son has grown up with those girls. They don't give a fuck about the mall. They're not even there. If you showed up with one of the girls I dated or my son who is 19 would have dated in high school, if you showed up in a wife beater, they're like, are you really taking me out looking like that? Those are the people I talk to. Those are the people who don't go to Versace because Versace is ghetto.
Well, I'm
You
trying to tell
need
you.
to understand that your argument is not
When I'm when I'm in the designer stores buying stuff, there's white people and Asian people in there, and they're
okay.
buying.
Who gives a fuck about white people?
You ain't gonna let me. You ain't gonna let me finish. You know everything. Hey, Stanley,
I am not talking about white people.
what I'm saying is there are Versace designer clothes is not ghetto because people in the ghetto
is white.
And Louis Vuitton is more than Louis Versace.
It's Italian. Louis Vuitton, is that French or Italian? It's hood. It's hood motherfuckers wanting some white shit.
Okay, but the point is, Louis Vuitton.
I respected Sean John more than I respected.
You came here wreck my show, man. You came up here wreck my show.
No,
I'm trying to get to this point of women, and you argue with me. You argue with me about malls you don't go to.
No, you know what? If you think I'm wrecking your show, then I'll silence.
No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I
don't care about that. I don't care. I'm gonna get fucked. I'm just fucking with you. But what I am saying is,
no.
Stanley,
By the way, I respect your honesty. By the way,
no, I don't mind you. I don't mind arguing with you. My point is, you argue with me stuff you don't know, though. That's the problem. You're telling me you don't go to out. You get you order your stuff.
I'm telling you, I
and
do.
You're telling me, no, Stanley Ross. If you do not participate in this mall shopping, how the fuck would you know who's in that bitch? How would the fuck would you know?
Ruthless.
How would you know? That's like me telling you, Stanley Ross.
Just because I don't participate doesn't mean I don't observe. I got a 19-year-old. He has friends. Dude, I have, but please, dude, I have a niece and 3 nephews that are all 21 or under. I know,
and they're not shopping designer. They're not shopping in these type of
because we're poor and we think it's all ghetto.
Whatever, but I'm just saying it's these.
And I'm not gonna say, dude, I'm not eating grits for dinner.
Your kids
my
are not
child, but I got nieces and nephews.
Your kids are not shopping designer, right? They're not shopping in these
$1 million
malls, right? Because they don't have the money to do.
Have you heard about? Well, let me just give you one quick thing. Those malls are dangerous in Atlanta. You didn't know?
No, not the designer malls. They're not dangerous.
Phipps Plaza.
If you go, Stanley, I think
Phipps
Stanley, where you live at,
I
Stanley?
think I've heard of a shooting or two there.
Stanley, I wish I could take you to every designer.
I'm in Atlanta, though.
You know, you in who?
I'm outside of Atlanta.
Okay.
About 40 miles.
Okay, so I wish I could take you on a trip right here in Cali and show you how secure that these designers.
Cali's black. There black people still there?
We're at designer malls.
No, I'm just messing with you.
No, designer malls are very secure because of rich white people and Asians. They got top dog security. They got top dog security. Now, if you go to the regular mall, yeah. Matter of fact, I went to the mall in Florida, right? A designer mall. They have designer stores there. They wasn't as secure, right? But you know, I walked out with a bunch of Gucci bags, right? I bought like 4 or 5 Gucci bags. I bought an outfit. And I didn't have nobody. I mean, I felt pretty good, but you know, but the ones in California, because California is so criminally, you know, we got the gangs, we got super robbers out here, right? Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They go hard. So, Stanley Ross, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for coming to the show. I got somewhere to be. Matter of fact, I got to go pick up an item I ordered 2 months ago at the.
You got to go to the Versace store, though.
No, I'm going to the Prada.
It's a joke.
I got an item from Prada, $5,000.
Oh, well, that's my lord. Look,
yeah, probably
let me
something.
tell you something. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will definitely come back more often.
Yeah. So I can school you, Brooks, update you. That's what you need to be updated.
Is that what's going on?
We both old, but me, the difference between me and you, you're in an institution of marriage. So you're in this institution. You're behind this wall, right? And you're out looking in. And you try to live through your family. Right. You try to live through your son, right? You try to. I got sons. Me, I'm actively dealing with young women on a day-to-day basis and young men on a day-to-day basis. I'm talking about
maybe you should deal with women that are.
I meet these people, Stanley, because I do business. I do a lot of things, and so I meet young people, right, who are trying to come up and trying to get into business. So once again, I understand the dating scene, everything. I'm telling you, God, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, Stanley Cross. 2 years ago, I was shocked at this revelations. You know what I mean? I was shocked at these revelations. You're just not really getting up. I'm gonna update you. I'm gonna update you. So I'm gonna have to roll out. Thank you for coming, Stanley. And I'll catch you next time. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new.
Enjoyed it. See you next time.
But you'll stream a little later?
No, you know what? Probably not till tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Like 1:30 Eastern time.
Okay. Go to subscribe.
Dinner to cook and all kinds of things.
Stanley versus the world. Subscribe to Stanley channel. He streams daily. We both two different subjects. Stanley's a little more politically oriented than me. A lot more politically oriented. But yeah, Stanley has some good topics over there. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you so much, Savage. See y'all later.
See y'all later.